thank you so much for joining this session today, Yoga for the Neck. We are going to start, instead of sitting, we are going to start lying down, and I suggest that you put a blanket on your mat so we can slide. And I'm going to lie down like if I would be taking Shavasana, or the resting posture that we take at the end of class. And from there, first I'm going to relax the head, the shoulders, the arms, the trunk, pelvis, legs and feet. So notice for a second as you breathe here, a few cycles, bringing the attention down into your bones, inside, any sensations that arise. And also the pace of your breath, the quality of the breath. Just give yourself a moment to land and arrive into the practice. Good. To start mobilizing gently our neck and our shoulders, what we are going to do today is start by bringing the arms out to a T letter. And very gently, I'm going to slide my head to the right. I'm not turning my face, but I'm sliding the head over to the right as I extend my left arm out, okay? It's a gentle movement and it's not really big. And then I'm going to change. Maybe you can see it from here. I'm just sliding my head to the left and trying to bring my right arm out just a little. You won't feel like you're going too far, okay? And then again, sliding the head towards the right and trying to extend my left arm, coming back to center, and then over to the other side. It may feel a little weird because the head and the arm, they are going in different ways, right? So like I said, you won't feel like you're going too far, just a little bit. So you start sensing the neck muscles. There's a lot of muscles there, ligaments, tissues that we slowly want to start opening. Maybe you feel a little bit of like sounds coming, or the sensation of like opening space, which is what we are trying to do. One more, I'm going side to side. And then back to the center. Good. Now I am going to change it by looking towards the hand. So now I'm going to look towards the right, and also that right arm is the one that is going to stretch away from my body. Then I'm coming back to center. And I'm going over the left, sending to the left the head, but also the arm, moving to the left away from my body and coming back. I'm showing mainly on the right side because my left side is close to the wall, right? But I'm trying to bring my eyes to I'm trying to actually look at my right fingertips as I move the arm away from the body. Then coming back, over to the second side, and back. As we do this movement that we are going to repeat a few more times, gently feel the pressure of the skull into your blanket. So we are applying a little bit of pressure in the sides of the skull, which will also ignite the muscles of the neck, okay? So I'm really like also paying attention to the pressure that I'm applying into my head, right? Or from the head into the blanket. Again, I'm going to the side, stretching the arm out and back. And then one more. And back. Good, I'm back to the center. I'm going to release my arms towards the sides. I'm going to bend my knees and place my feet down on the blanket. And now, without lifting my head, I'm just going to lift, I don't know if you can see, my right shoulder. It's almost like if I wanted to take my right shoulder towards my left knee, and then I'm bringing it back down. And then of course I'm going with the opposite. So left shoulder coming up towards the right knee, sorry, and back down. The head will want to come up also, or it's kind of like trying to follow the movement, but don't let it, just go with the shoulder. Let the head drop or stay relaxed and down. And then the left shoulder, like in a diagonal, and back. And again, right shoulder to the left and back. Left shoulder to the right and back. Now we are going to add also the knees a little. So I'm sending the right shoulder as I'm lifting also my left knee and back. It's not very big, right? And then I'm going left shoulder, right knee and back. And again, right shoulder, left knee and back, left to right and back. One more time. Good. Take a deep breath in. Feel the neck, exhale. Good. And now I'm going to lace my fingers, bring my hands behind the head, and we are going to do the movement of the cat-cow, and we are going to be also mindful of the movement of the neck in particular today, okay? So when I'm inhaling, I'm going to try and lift the chin, but also, I'm talking so it's hard to show you, but at the same time that I'm lifting my chin, I'm trying to open the mouth. And with the exhale, I'm lifting my elbows towards one another, lengthening the back of the neck, okay? So that's the movement. Inhaling, I'm arching the spine and I'm opening the mouth. As I lift the chin up, it doesn't have to be very big, okay? And with the exhale, bending, bringing the elbows into one another, belly in. You can use pets as props if you want. Inhaling again, lifting, arching the lower back, opening the mouth as you go up. That will help the mandible and the neck. And then with the exhale, going up. One more like that, inhaling, opening the mouth, arching the lumbars, feel that opening in the spine. And with the exhale, lengthening the back of the neck and bringing the abdominals in. Good, I'm going to keep this movement with some modification, okay? So now I'm arching again. If you want, you can keep opening the mouth. And when I lift up on the exhale, I'm going to bring my elbows over to the right, then back to the center and down again. Inhaling, exhaling, we lift. We go over to the left. So we are adding a little bit more of the upper back into the side body. And again, inhaling. Exhale, lifting, lengthening side over to the right. Back to center. Last one, I'm going over to the left. Once I'm up, belly in. And back to center and release. Okay, even though we are going to come back up with the hands, release the arms and release the legs for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And release. With the release, try to drop your bones, your structure a little further down to earth. Good, now again, I'm going to bend my knees to place my foot down. Again, I'm going to lace my fingers, hands behind the head. And now I'm going to slide my elbows one way and the other. So slowly, I'm also, of course, taking my head with me. I'm sliding my right elbow towards the right hip. Left elbow is going up towards the back of my mat, right behind me. And then I'm coming back to center. And again, inhaling, I'm going over to the second side and back to center. This movement is super beneficial, not only for neck, but also upper back, side body, and chest. So you may be feeling the side of the body, opening up, intercostal muscles. Then over to the second side. Let's add one more. Inhaling. You can Take the gaze up or towards the back elbow, right? The one going back above your head. And one more. Good. Release the arms. Roll over to the side. Press with your hands, okay? Don't use your neck muscles. Press with your hands so you have more support to come up. Beautiful. Okay, from here, I'm going to sit with some elevation. So pillow, bolster, like we call it, a chair can do the trick perfectly fine. Whatever you find that is useful, chair can be perfectly good. I have one there, but this one is faster, okay? So now from here, sitting any position that feels comfortable for you, we are going to inhale, arms up overhead. With the exhale, lace your fingers, bring the hands behind your head, and supporting the head, we are going to again lift. I'm lengthening the back of the neck, lifting the chin up a little. And with the exhale, I'm going to press gently into my head to bring the head down and stretch the neck muscles. One more like that. We inhale and exhale. Good. I'm going to stay down here and keep my right hand holding my head and gently move the head towards the right, like if I wanted to look at my right knee, and gently I'm pressing down. It's not forceful or very aggressive, just a little bit of a stretch to feel that left side. Breathing in and out. And then gently, I'm bringing the head over to the left and keeping my left hand holding the back of the head. And gently, I'm creating, of course, a little more pressure than the usual to feel that stretch now on the right side. Back to the center I go. And then slowly lifting the head up again. Good. Now from here again, I'm going to inhale, arms up overhead. With the exhale, I'm going to send my arms parallel to the floor. I'm going to turn my palms to face up, and I'm going to make my left palm push like if I had a wall on my left side. And I'm going to try and keep my fingertips pointing down, okay? So that will activate all the way up to the upper back. With the right arm, I'm going to hold the left side of my face and bring the neck over and the head over to the right. Now see if you can keep those left fingertips pointing down for a full breath. Then slowly I'm going to take that right arm out, and with the hand, I'm going to press gently to return. Good, I'm going to stretch the right arm, and I'm now, of course, switching it up. So now my right palm is pushing towards the wall that I have on my right, fingertips pointing down. I'm going to bring my left arm up and over to the right side, and gently extend the right side of the neck by bringing the head over to the left. I'm still pushing through that right arm, activating those muscles and feeling the contraction in the back of the chest on the right. Good, and I'm going to take that left arm out, and with the hand, I'm going to help myself come back to center and release. Good, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, back and down. Two more. Inhaling. Exhale. Last one. Good. Now I'm going to bring my fingertips on top of my shoulders, opening the elbows out to the sides. And I'm going to do 5 circles, bringing the elbows in front of me towards touching each other. They don't have to, but that's just the shape, right? Like 2 circles coming to the center, up and back and down. As we do this, try to keep your head above your spine without taking the head forward, okay? 2 more. Good, and now I'm going to reverse it for 5. One last. Good, then release, shake it a little. Good, another one that helps with neck, even though it might feel like it doesn't. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead, lace your fingers, press your palms up and extend through the sides. And you see how I'm doing a little bit of like wiggly movement. So let the sides of your body go like sideways. Feel that stretch on the sides. And I'm going to add a little more by letting my torso play with like a little bit of circling, you can see it, right? So I'm trying to do a few circles as I push through my hands. We are firing a little bit more the muscles here. And then I'm going to reverse it. So a few times. It doesn't have to look beautiful or anything like that. Just feel the body moving and the fire being ignited. Feel also the firing muscles in the upper back. Good, and then exhale and release and shake it a little here. Good, now again, take a breath. I'm going fast because I want to add a lot of things, but take a breath here. Good, and then I'm going to return with my fingertips onto my shoulders. I'm going to lift my elbows at the line or the height of my shoulders, and we are going to do some twisting. Now I'm going to try and keep the neck tall but soft without hardening, and we're going side to side. And you're gonna keep going like that at the speed that feels appropriate for you. And we try to keep the elbows, like I said, in the line of the shoulders for several times. Keep going a few more. And then back to center, release and shake it a little. Good, very nice. Okay, now from here, I'm adding a little more. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead again. With the exhale, right hand goes to the left knee, left hand goes behind, lift through the spine, relax the shoulders, and to work the neck muscles, we are going to try and bring the chin over to the right side. So I'm keeping my chin above the chest, right? If you feel a lot of tension or there's pain there, you return with the head over to be above your chest, okay? If it's fine, you keep the chin over to the right, soften the shoulders, try and drag your belly over to the left, even though the neck is coming to the right. Good, then I'm slowly returning to center and I'm going up for the second side, inhaling, arms up overhead, exhaling, left hand to right knee. You can catch your pillow or the mat if you have it behind. And from there, I'm lifting the spine, dragging belly chest over to my right, softening the shoulders, keep the chin off the chest, and then bring the head over to the left. Let's breathe here a few times. Soft face, relax your eyelids, your face in general down to your mandible, and relax the tongue as well. Good, then we return to center and actually talking about the mandible, very connected to the neck muscles, the tissues and the ligaments there. So we are going to play a little bit with wiggling the jaw. So you want to move them side to side, up and down. Imagine you're yawning and you can do that same movement a few times. I know it looks funny, but it's really good. And you may even hear sounds, right, in the jaw connections there. So it's really good to open space because that tension comes down into the neck. Good, shake it a little here. Very nice. Okay, I have a few minutes left, so we are going to add a little more. I'm coming into my mat, and we are going to take the cat-cow, but instead of just doing the cat-cow, we are going to also add a little bit of movement for the neck, of course. So here, what I'm going to do is first the usual one. We are going to inhale, arch, lift through the chin, send the shoulder blades down your back, feel the opening in the collarbones. And then with the exhale, rounding the upper back, chin comes in, belly goes into the back of your body. And again, inhale and exhale. Good, I'm coming back to the neutral, and this time I'm going to move head over to the right, trying to bring my right hip also to the right. So I'm trying to squeeze the right side into each other, then back to center and squeezing the left side. So shoulder, head, hips towards the same side, okay? Coming back, I'm going over to the right and then over to the left. One more time, side to side. Notice the sensation in the neck and shoulders. And one more. Good, and then back to the neutral. Now what I'm going to do is like cat-cow, but with my shoulder blades. So it's different than this, right? So I'm going to let my shoulder blades drop, and then I'm going to push the mat and let them expand, okay? I hope you can see it. And again, I'm just letting my shoulder blades come towards one another, dropping the heart down, and then pushing up. And again, 2 more. Good, coming back towards the neutral, I'm going to widen my knees, sit back, and I'm going to put my elbows down onto my blankie. My palms are together. You can release the forehead down. If it doesn't touch down, add a block or another pillow or a blanket, so it helps. And from there, what I'm going to do is to mobilize my elbow. So I'm stretching one elbow forward and then back. And then the opposite elbow forward and back. And again, like if I want to move my elbow towards the very top of my mat and come back. And then the second side and back. Again, right side or the one that you're going first and back. And second side and back. Good, and from there I'm going to try and bring my palms towards the upper back, stretching those elbows a little further than what they are, away from your hips. Take 2 breaths. One more. Good, then we slowly release that, pressing up towards a seat. Good, and now from here, any seat. So again, you can cross your legs or you can stay in the one that I'm showing. I'm going to bring my arms behind. I'm going to lace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, extend through the arms, and pull those arms down. This can be done also standing, right? If you prefer and you feel better, if your knees are sensitive, you just walk those shoulder blades down your back, extend through the arms, and take a deep breath. Good, one more. And then release. Good, if you are not standing, come up to standing, and we are going to, I'm sideways so you can see again my body. We are going to keep the feet hip distance apart or a little wider. I'm going to bend the knees, drop the torso, and in this one, for sure, I want to drop the head, and we are going to say no and yes a few times. You see that my knees are bent, right? So I'm not struggling with my hamstrings because today we are not working the legs. So just let the head drop, and you can even Move your trunk side to side. Imagine you are like a rag doll, dropping everything. Good, then you can come back to center, drop there, take a few breaths, spreading your toes, lifting your inner arches to just have a good support through your feet. And then keep pressing through the feet, drag the lower belly in, and let your vertebrae come up one at a time. Very slowly, your head should be the last thing that is coming up to standing. Slowly until we make it all the way up. Beautiful. From here, we inhale, we send the arms up overhead, lace your fingers, press through the palms, extend again. This is also helpful for upper back, shoulders and neck. Press, press, press. Feel the power of your feet, lengthening the sides of the body. Good, and now I'm going to change so I can point with my index fingers up to the skies, and I'm going to tilt over to the left so the right side of the body opens up. Push firmly through your feet. Feel that stretch. Firm your glutes to help support the lower back. Back up to center. Good, and we go over to the other side. Beautiful, back to center we go. Release the arms. Okay, I'm going to show you one more. It can be standing, it can be sitting on a chair or the bolster like we did before, okay? I'm just here, so I'm repeating from here. Now we are going to inhale, arms up overhead. And with the exhale, you're going to create the cactus shape with your arms. Shoulder blades, they are moving down towards the tailbone and also into one another on your back, okay? So you feel that movement there. So we're going to inhale, send the elbows back a little. And with the exhale, you bring them in. And again, inhale, shoulder blades into one another and down. Exhale. Last one, inhale, lift the sternum, send the shoulder blades down, and exhale. Good, and now I'm going to inhale, arms up. And with the exhale, I'm going to put right arm over the left. Now we are going to do a little movement here. I know we have a few minutes left, but I want us to go up and left arm on top, up and right arm on top, up and left, up and right, okay? Like that. 1, 2, switching arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're almost there. 8, 9, 10. And then relax it. Beautiful. Okay, now yes, we are going to put again, right arm over the left. Now bend the elbows. And if you can, you put the palms together or the backs of the palms together, okay? Either or, lift the elbows there, bring the chin slightly down and breathe into your upper back. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now for the second breath, inhale, lift the sternums and the shoulders down. Good, and last one, we inhale, we switch sides. Left arm on top, wiggle, right? So you can bend the elbows and put the palms together or the backs of the palms together, or you can also hold your shoulders. Last portion that we are doing. So we keep the upper back a little rounded, chin in, take a deep breath. And now I'm changing it up, lifting through the sternum, sending the shoulders down. Take another breath. Release it, shake it a little. Good, another breath, inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling through the center. And one more, inhaling, arms up. Exhale through the center. Good. Bring the head down. Notice the sensation there in the back of the neck and just wiggle the chin over to the right, then back to center, over to the left, back to center. Good. We lift the head back up. Thank you all so much. We are at the time of closure. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you back again in our next session. Namaste, all of you. Thank you so much.